Hey everybody, haven't gone live on here in a long time. I was doing some food prep, just waiting for Kayla to get home from the beach. Decided to get my food prep done, and I wanted to go live with my food prep today so I can show you guys how I keep it simple. It's one thing, we talk a lot about it in my groups, in my virtual fit club groups, about food prep. And that's one thing as I'm talking to people about getting started on this journey. Hey Kathy, and hey Shelly. I talk to a lot of people about getting started on this journey and joining my, hey Jen, my groups. And the one thing that scares them is the meal plan and the nutrition part, because food prepping makes them nervous and it takes too much time. So I wanted to share with you guys some things that I do when I'm shopping that helps my food prep time go faster, and it makes my food prep easier. So one of the things I'm doing right now is I have the brown rice for Alex's lunch. Let me turn the camera around. I get the one that's boil in a bag, 10 minutes, and I start that before I start any of my food prepping. So this will start going, and I'll be working on everything else. By the time I'm done with everything else, this will be done, and then I'm complete. I am making for his lunch. Got a couple packages of this for him. Already seasoned. I don't have to do anything but cook it up. That'll take me a couple minutes. I get my mushrooms already cut up, so all I have to do is cook them up really quick, so that does not take long either. Hey Mandy, hey Elena. And then, hey Tara, how are you girl? And then here's a couple other things. I get questioned a lot about my cauliflower. Diesel, that's enough. I get questioned a lot, hey Tina, about my cauliflower rice. I don't make it into rice myself. I buy it already done. So normally I grocery shop at Publix, or I use my Instacart and they get it from me at Publix. However, this time we went to Walmart because I needed to get a couple things for the kids as well for school. So I wanted to get it done all at one time. Hey Marianne, so I got this one. The other brand I get, I can't remember the name of it. They didn't have it at Walmart. So I got this one. So I get 2 packages of it, because one package, honestly, once it's cooked and stuff, it goes pretty fast, because here's my container that I fill. So, oh, it's boiling. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes. So now the rice will go for 10 minutes. So I'll cook these up. What I do is I put a little bit of sesame oil in the pan, and then both these bags get emptied in there. And I just keep cooking it and cooking it and cooking it. You really cook it to your liking. A lot of times this comes with a package of seasoning inside. Hey Emma, hey Tiffany, hey Crystal. I throw the package of seasoning away because that's where all the calories are. Who knows what they put in that sauce? They don't put it. My house is 69 degrees. I keep my house super cold. So I always wear long sleeves. I like being bundled with the long sleeves. I hate sweating when I'm inside my house. You walk outside for 2 seconds just to go to your car and you're sweating right now. So we keep the house super, super cold. So let me turn that down a little bit. So this one doesn't seem to have a sauce packet, but I have shorts on. By the way, I have shorts and long sleeves. I got my little shorts on here, but my arms are always cold. This one doesn't have a sauce packet in it, so that one seems good. But the other one that I got had a packet. I throw that away because that's where all the bad stuff. Hey Jen, hey Amy. So I buy it like this and cook it up, and I'll show you guys what I do when I cook that. The next thing I do to make it easier for myself is I buy my veggies already bagged and cut up. So this is gonna get roasted in the oven. So there's nothing I have to do but put a little oil on it and put a little seasoning on it, and my veggies are cooking. So it just goes in the oven, set the timer. I'll read that in 1 second. Let me see what Tara's saying. They have one that has bacon. Oh, bacon in it. Yeah, this one didn't have, I'm gonna have to find the one with bacon in it. You guys know I love my bacon. So what I'll do with the veggies, I'm gonna do that while I'm live with you guys. It's already all cut up. Put it in my pan. Makes it so simple, you guys. Food prep does not have to take a lot of time. It doesn't have to be difficult, because you know, we're all busy. So I'm getting this done now, so when Kayla gets home, I can pop some popcorn. Yes, I'll eat a little popcorn. I'm gonna have to check that out, Tara. Oh, you know what? I think I saw that. But I decided to do this now, so when Kayla gets home, we can all hang a little bit and do whatever we decide to do. And my food prep is done. But I always buy my veggies already cut up, so it's super, hey Jen, so it's super easy. And then what I do is I have this, which I need to get more of. It's an olive oil spray. I put that on my vegetables before I roast them because it's not a lot of oil on it. That was probably less than a teaspoon. Oh my God, Lee, that's so funny. Tara was just talking about the cauliflower mashed potatoes with bacon. Now that's 2 people. I've definitely got to go check that out and find it. Because no, I have not tried it yet. So I do my oil, then I have my salt and pepper. I love this little holder. Amazon. I swear I should be like an Amazon spokesperson. All my furniture I bought for the house recently has been Amazon. The desk that I just posted about, if you didn't see it, go check it out after this live. Just did a little update on the office/gym, so there's a little more room in there. That desk was purchased on Amazon. Hey Tina, yes, I know, bacon. Hey Bethany, I love bacon. So I put a little bit of an onion powder. I buy this organic onion powder. It's so funny because it almost looks like baby powder when you put it on. But the flavor is awesome. I like to buy all my spices organic. I don't know if you know, but you know the little paper packet that you'll get like when you buy a purse or a bag or whatever, and it'll say don't eat poison, and it's a little paper bag. Well, what happens with the regular seasonings is there's little pellets in our seasoning, in our what we put on our food, in there to keep it from sticking. So you know if you have a true organic seasoning, if you have to bang it before using it because it gets clumped together. You want your spice to clump. If it's not, then it's no good. Like here's the garlic, it's clumped. So I put a little onion powder, a little bit of the garlic salt or garlic powder, whatever one you find. And then sometimes I'll just kind of like look through my seasonings and see what this is one of my faves. As you can tell, it's almost empty. Flavor Gods. I love their seasonings. I have tons of Flavor God seasonings under here. So this is an everything seasoning. So you can really put it on anything. So I like to put that on my veggies. And that's it. So let me show you. Hey, Lynn. So there you go. All of this is gonna get roasted in the oven. And again, this is what I put on them. Sprayed. Put a little bit of these, and then a little bit of my salt and pepper in my bowl. So now put the oven on, stick those in the oven. It sticks better. Yeah, that's what I did. I sprayed it right on top of the food, and then the seasoning sticks to the food. It works so much better that way. Thank you. They are usually very delicious. And then for me, these are my veggies for the week. So like after my workout, when I'm gonna have like veggies with eggs, I'll measure out the veggies in my green cup for that meal, whether I'm gonna have 1, 2, whatever it is, and it'll go in this cup and I'll measure it out and have that. Or if I'm gonna make a salad, I'll put like 1 cup of greens for the salad and 1 cup of veggies just to mix it up a little bit. Flavor God is the best. It's one of my faves. So that's done. And that's baking. So the next thing that I'll do, let me show you the sesame oil. I got this one. Sesame oil. I don't use very much of it, but it gives the cauliflower rice a really good fried rice flavor. Gives it like an Asian fried rice flavor. Hey Maria, how are you? There you go. I love roasting my zucchini and my squash. If you're ever doing spaghetti squash, I have a tip for you also that makes it faster. I know a lot of people, they'll take their spaghetti squash, they cut it in half, and then they spray it with a little bit of oil, and then they'll season it, and they'll put it flat side down and bake it in the oven for like 30 minutes. This girl cuts the ends off, sticks it in the microwave for 8 minutes, takes it out, let it cool a little bit, cut it in half, get rid of the seeds, and fork it and make my spaghetti squash. So I have my spaghetti squash done in about 10 minutes. So there's another quick time-saving tip for you for food prep. It's all about finding what's gonna be the quickest way to make something, what's gonna be the fastest. So that's really what I do. what I'll do with my mushrooms is I usually will cook them. I'll cut up an onion, and I'll cook these with a little bit of olive oil. Yay, Jen, see, so you do yours fast too. So I'll cut up an onion, and I'll cook up the onion first in some olive oil. And then I will put the mushrooms in there, cook up the mushrooms, and I cook them by themselves. And then I store them in the Tupperware container. And sometimes I'll have these, I'll mix it in with the other veggies. I'll have it with my eggs, I'll put it on top of my salad. Sometimes I'll put it on top of my burger. So I use them for all sorts of things. And again, the ground turkey is going to be for Alex's lunch, so he will get rice with ground turkey and some green beans on top, and that's what he'll eat. I try to switch it up each week. It's always rice with green beans, but I either switch up if it's ground turkey he's eating, grass-fed ground beef, chopped up chicken. So I always try to change it up for him so he doesn't get completely bored. But it's usually the easiest meal for him to have. Another tip I do when I do my grocery shopping is I rinse and cut up all my fruit, which I need to do. I haven't taken it out yet. But like my grapes and things like that. Another tip to make it faster is sometimes I'll buy my mango and I'll cut them up myself. But I knew that this was our last day with the kids for about a week and a half. So I bought my mango and my pineapple already chopped up. So then that way I didn't have to take the time to chop those. I really love my mango and my pineapple in with my Greek yogurt with a little bit of granola. It's such a good snack. Let's see, how long should I roast them for? Mandy, if you're chopping it up, maybe 30 minutes. That's why mine's roasting in there now. And it'll, you know, I'll set the timer on and it'll, you know, it'll come out when I'm done cleaning up and everything. So that's another time saver. I know sometimes it's a little more pricey, but like this was only $2. So it's a couple mangoes in there cut up. You usually don't get too much mango when I buy $4 or $5 worth of mangoes. I usually end up not getting as much mango. They're popping up. Okay. So I bought a big thing of pineapple already cut up. But when I do my strawberries and my grapes, what I'll do is I will clean my grapes and I will put them in a fresh Ziploc bag. That way the kids and everyone in the house knows if they're in a new Ziploc bag, they've already been cleaned and ready. They can just grab and go, which also makes it great for the family. Hey, Shirley, because grab and go, where's the first place they want to go? The pantry, right behind me, because that's a quick place to get a quick snack. Oh, what can I get? Grab and go with it. Hey, Leilani. So for me, I like to be able to have quick grab and go snacks that are healthier. Alexa, stop timer. And there you go. The rice is done in the amount of time that I chatted with you guys and told you guys what I was going to be making and giving you some tips. Kathy, I'm making you hungry. Kathy said, amen to the microwave for spaghetti squash. I love my air fryer in the summer. I want to buy an air fryer. So anybody on here that has an air fryer and you have pros and cons with it or just a bunch of pros, I want to hear about it because I've been thinking about getting it to make homemade French fries and homemade chicken nuggets and things like that. So if you guys have an air fryer, I want to hear about it. So I grab and go with food. I'm always busy, even though I work from home and I'm here all day long. I'm busy, or I'm doing errands, or whatever it is. So I mean, I'm building 2 businesses here at my house. So I'm a busy chick. So I need grab and go as well. So my strawberries, sometimes I do 1 or 2 things. I take them out of the container, I'll wash them. And then I'll put paper towel in the container and then put the strawberries back. When the family sees paper towel in here, they know it's been cleaned. They don't have to worry about cleaning it. Or I will wash them and I'll cut them up into a separate Tupperware and then they'll go back into the fruit drawer. So that's another thing that I do. Usually I'm cutting up a lot of my fruit, but like I said, the kids leave tomorrow and they're gone for a week and a half. They're going to New York with their dad. So for me, I wanted to spend more quality time with the family because I'm not going to see them for a while. So I bought stuff already cut up. Love my Alexa for kitchen timer. Mine just heard you and wanted to shut up. Oh, that's so funny. Sorry, I didn't mean to shut off your timer. Hey, Heidi. So that's really all my tips. This is a great tool to have in your kitchen. So if you're doing a little bit of just vinegar and oil for your salad, this is good to spray the oil on. It's less heavy. You put less on. It's great just to spray real quick over your vegetables before you put your seasoning on. But that's a tip, is always put the oil first. But it's a great way to get oil on everything, and then that way your seasoning will stick. Hey, Jenny. Get organic seasoning. Again, you want your seasoning to clump. You don't want to be eating that stuff that they say don't eat, it's poison. In regular seasonings, if you read about it, they have little tiny pellets of that and it helps it not clump. So we're having a little bit of poison in our body. To me, that's not okay. So those are all my tips. So for those of you that are just hopping on, I'm gonna hop off and finish my food prep. But you can go ahead and watch the replay, ask any questions you might have for food prepping. But that's the way that I keep my food prepping easy. So now I'm gonna go cook up the meat for Alex's lunch, my cauliflower and my mushrooms. By the time I'm done with that, my vegetables will be done. And by the time Kayla comes home, I will be finished with everything. So it does not have to take long. I don't like to take more than 30, 40 minutes on my food prep. There is sometimes I'll let it take a little longer because like if I know Alex and I are gonna have like a certain stew during the week, I'll cook it on my food prep day. Hi Janet, I hope you're feeling well. I'll cook it on my food prep day and then that way all we have to do is heat it up. So there's sometimes I will make my turkey chili, sometimes I'll make the beef stew. So those will take a little longer because I'm making a complete meal, but it still doesn't take super long, especially if you have kids old enough to be a sous chef. Like Ryan's my sous chef, Kayla will help, and they'll cut up the vegetables or the fruit. Ryan loves to make my zoodles with my zucchini noodle maker. He just sits there and just goes round and round and round with it and makes a bunch of zoodles for me. So if your kids are old enough, get them involved. Let them learn now how to prepare so they can stay healthy on a daily. Oh, Shelly, here's the one that I have. It's Trader Joe's, but Publix has one as well. I just always get the organic extra virgin olive oil is what I get. But it's a non-stick and it's a cooking spray. So it's made for that, but this is the one that I get. You can find them on Amazon really cheap there. It's not very expensive, but it's a great tool to have. You're welcome. So it's really all that I have for you guys. I'm gonna go finish up this food prep, but those are my tips for food prepping today. My completed food, how are you storing it, separating the proteins for each day ahead of time? I actually, for Alex, I put all of his, I'll show you the containers. Excuse me, Bubbo. This is a container that I have for Alex, has a clear top. So his, hey Jermaine, his rice, his meat, and his green beans will go in here. He likes to eat it all together. For me, I don't cook my proteins ahead of time, but when I cook them ahead of time for him, I have airtight, like sealed airtight containers. Yes, Aldi's has one too, Lynn. And I put the protein in there. I put my veggies in there so they don't get soggy. So everything is an airtight container. Some of these, believe it or not, came from the Chinese food restaurants. When we order takeout, this is what they give me my food in. So I clean it really well and I keep it, and that's what I put my food prep food in. Like I'll cut up, my mangoes will go in here, my strawberries will go in here, my mushrooms. So they have them on Amazon as well. So when we got Chinese food one night and I saw the containers, I'm like, those are great for food prepping. So I kept them. Almost wanted to eat Chinese every night just to get a bunch. But then I went on Amazon and I found them. So that's what I use. And it works. As long as you can clip it and you could seal it, then everything won't get soggy. But all right, I'm gonna go finish my food prep, guys. Any questions, just comment below and I'll be sure to answer as I'm prepping. I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your Sunday.